Hi, I'm Francesca and this is Law of Attraction Changed My Life. Today I want to talk about how you can get the perfect career. Now when I say career, I don't mean career. So I listened to a podcast by the Minimalists the other week. I feel like I'm referencing them all the time though, but I fucking love it. And they were talking about how it's great to have a job, it's great to have a calling, but it's kind of shitty to have a career. So a job is something that, unless we were left a massive trust fund or whatever, we all need a job. We all have to do something to pay the bills. So even though I'm a massive fan of passive income, we do all need to do something to pay the bills and to earn money in life. So for me, I would say my job is to have my salon. I have to do that. I have lashes and tans, that is my business. Is beauty my absolute passion and calling? Not really. I enjoy it. Of course I love it. You have to have a sustainable interest in it to make it work. I used to have an online shop called poochpooch.com and it sold like little dog clothes and basically everything for small dogs. And for the first few years that I had Ava, I was like, oh, I love this because I used to go to like small dog social meetups and all this kind of stuff and it was like my life and I loved it. But it was no longer a sustainable interest for me. And so it kind of fell by the wayside. So it needs to be something that is a sustainable interest and something that you are good at. So I became very good at lashes and tans over the years, and that is my business. It doesn't set my world on fire, but I have to do it in order to pay my bills in life. It's up to me to make that as passive income as possible. You can do this by outsourcing to freelancers and have people work for you. You can outsource parts of the, you can let out parts of the salon in your space to other people to enable you more freedom. The other thing is a calling. For me, I would describe my calling as this, doing law of attraction and doing things that are creative, like filming videos and photography. So at the moment, I don't make any money from this, but I hopefully in the future will start to have like AdSense if I ever figure out how the fuck to do it. Can anyone help me get AdSense on my videos? I can't do it. And my photography, I'll hopefully start to be earning money from in the next few months. So that's a calling, something I'm massively passionate about and I almost don't even mind doing for free at the moment. The other thing is a job, and that's something that you have to do to pay the bills. You try and keep it to as minimum hours as possible and you try and fit it around your life and automate it and outsource it as much as possible. So the part in between is a career, and this is where some people can get stuck by feeling like this is something valuable to have. It's not a job and it's not a calling. It's a job that you're in that you feel like gives you a lot of value. You feel like you're bringing a lot of value to other people and it makes you work long and hard hours to reach your career goals. The reality of this is that you're just working for someone else. For some people, if you absolutely love your career and you're like, wait, what? How is a career bad? Then that's clearly your calling. If you're working for a charity you're really passionate about and you're working up to being, I don't know, the CEO or something, or if you're a fashion designer and but that's not true, it's not a career, that's a calling. If you're really, really passionate about what you're doing and you're thinking, hang on a second, am I being a dick just like working for someone else and calling it a career? Then it's not. That's your calling because you absolutely love it. But I think a lot of people can get stuck into the rhetoric of, this is my job, I'm working on a career path and I'm bettering myself. No, you're not. You're just giving up your life in return for some money to make someone else's life better. So on the Minimalist podcast, they were talking about how layering can absolutely solve all of your employment, calling, career, job woes. And it made so much sense to me. So layering is the idea that there is no one perfect job for anybody. And actually by dividing up your time and dividing up your days and layering your CV with different jobs can actually give you everything that you need, all the fulfillment you need and all of the money that you need. So I'll just tell you about my layering and then hopefully that will make sense to you that you can see where you can layer in your life also. So my first layer is my beauty. As I said, this is where I get my money from. This is a business that I've spent several years building up. It's a sustainable interest, but it's not my passion, it's not my calling. If I had to sit and do eyelashes and tans 5 days a week, most people in the beauty industry work 6 days a week, they do Saturdays too, I'd fucking kill myself. When I was pregnant, before I was pregnant, I did used to sit there and do lashes all day and I hated it. When I go in and do it now, I only work once a fortnight there. I absolutely love it because I like to keep my skills up. I love to see some of my regular clients, and it's just something that I really enjoy doing. But there's a caveat. I only enjoy doing it for a very small portion of my time. I only enjoy doing it for 1 to 2 days a week. I do not want to, even when the children are older, I do not want to be stuck in a salon 5-6 days a week doing that. That becomes then a job I hate. Because I only limit it to 2 days a week, it's something that I absolutely love and brings a lot of value to my life. That skill, I always think, if anything happened to me, I could literally pack my little tweezers and my pot of glue and I could go anywhere in the world. And being a really good lash artist is something that's really desirable. People will pay a lot of money for it. It's a really hard skill to pick up, and so it's not like anyone can just pick it up and do it. It's something you have to work at. The second layer is my photography. The second layer is my photography and my more creative things such as this. So my Law of Attraction blog and channel, my videoing and my photography. Now this is something that at this moment in time does not actually earn me any money, but I'm this close to starting to make money from it, particularly my photography. So this is a layer where if I said, right, I'm just gonna do videography and photography full time, I would quickly hate it because for me it's such a passionate task. It's something that I love to do, and the second that there's a lot of pressure on it and I'm having to do things that I don't want to do, like if I have to photograph or video things that I don't want to do, then it becomes an absolute chore and I detest it. Also, if I was doing this 5 days a week, not only would it be absolutely exhausting, but I probably would be piss poor. I would have no money. And so it would become something that I hate, then I'd be forced into a job that I hate, and you can see how this just would not work. So this is my layer that probably is about 1 day a week, maybe 1.5. I probably need to up my ante a little bit, so maybe a little bit more. And then I have, of course, other little layers. Like I'm constantly thinking of new things. Like I would love to I don't know if this is just, I don't know. I just really want to start a business doing flower crowns. It's probably completely unrealistic and there's so many people that do it already, but I love doing things that are crafty. And like back in the day, I used to have a job. So this is when I actually used to work full time for somebody else. I was in the rat race. I was in the worst place you can be. And I hated my job. I fucking hated it. I was there from Monday to Friday, 9 to 5:30 every day. I would then come home and do spray tanning every night till like 10 o'clock. And then what else did I do? No, that's probably it. Oh no, and then I had a shop as well, this online shop I was telling you about, Pooch Pooch. And it's all about the layering. I can't remember my point of why I was talking about that. No, it's gone. So you can see in your own life now how you can also layer. And quite often when you think, oh, I've thought, especially if you're younger, I've thought of a great job idea, I'm gonna do this. And a lot of people might piss on your parade and be like, you can't do that, you won't earn enough money. Or you can't do that, it will be, I don't know, it will take you traveling too much. Say you had to do photography for weddings, it'd be like, oh, you have to work every single Saturday to make your money because weddings are on Saturdays. Well, yeah, if photography was your own job, you probably would have to work every Saturday because that's your only source of income. What I'm saying is you can find power in having several sources of income and several different ways to like channel your energy. Another way to do this, which is quite interesting, is to do it by season. So you don't actually have to do it by the day of the week, you can do it by season. So I used to have Pooch Pooch, which from September through till January would be so busy. Like everyone would be buying winter coats for their dogs because it was fucking cold, and there were little chihuahuas that are from Mexico and they're not supposed to be here. And I would have great sales during those months. In the winter, this same period, spray tans would literally diminish to nothing. I could go a whole month with no spray tans, and it's still kind of that way now. Winter for my beauty industry is shit. In January, it's shit. I don't earn any money. That's why I always go on holiday in January. Got to make a positive out of a negative. And then as soon as it hits kind of Easter time, that's when the beauty stuff would really take off. So I would have a season of beauty, which would be like late spring, summer, early autumn. Then as soon as that died off, I'd have a winter of Pooch Pooch. And it was fantastic because after going hard at it all summer doing beauty, I was kind of ready to like just forget about it for a few months and take up the Pooch Pooch because it would be new, it would be exciting, and it'd be something a little bit different. So when you're thinking about your layering, you don't always have to layer it in terms of the days of the week. It can be the seasons of the year also. But when you actually think about layering 2 or more jobs, that is when you start to think, okay, there might be some drawbacks to a job, like it doesn't pay enough or it's odd hours, but you don't need to do it full time. It's just something that you're adding to your layers. I'd be really interested to know if any of you guys do this. Does anyone else layer? If you do, comment down below and let me know what your layers of your jobs are. And as I said, they don't always have to be things that are earning you money just yet. They can be things that you're really passionate about and you want to turn into a business. If you're really interested in this, you can listen to the Minimalist podcast. They have some really good shit on there, but don't listen too much because I'm taking most of my ideas from their podcast now. But they're two guys and they actually had a documentary on Netflix a little while ago called The Minimalists. And they have a book called All That Remains. I've not read it yet. But I'm really into it, and I think that we can gain a lot in life through minimalism, streamlining, simplifying our lives. It gives us more time to manifest the things that we really want and focus on the things that we really want. So let me know if this has been helpful. If you have any questions about this, please do just comment down below. Remember to subscribe, and also remember I'm doing my new I've forgotten the name, mindful mothering videos on a Monday. So I'll be back on Monday and then also next Friday. If you haven't followed our Instagram yet, please do. It's Law of Attraction Changed My Life, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.